So you blew up Kantan City. Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am here today for my Future Saga Chapter 3 Xenoverse 2 DLC 20. If you can believe it, yeah, we've already made it to DLC 20. The upcoming most anticipated DLC, okay? We got a speculation video just talking about ideas, more of a community discussion. I haven't really talked about Chapter 3 that much just because, I mean, what do we know about it? Nothing. That's the hardest thing. It's like, we can speculate all we want, but we're basing this off of literally nothing. Which, I mean, hey, that's most of my videos. But I digress. Let's talk about this. Like I said, you know, community discussion. I have a lot of responses. I posted this the other day, and we got some cool ideas. I think there are, in terms of characters, right? There are a few of them that I think most people are wanting or looking forward to if we are going to get them. But let's talk about this because the teaser left at the end of the Future Saga Chapter 2 trailer, right? The launch trailer shows that Kantan City is a mess, all right? It's in shambles, all right? It's got a giant crater. It's blown up. You have your character that's just looking at it. He's just like, bro, like what? Like, what are you supposed to do at this point, all right? If you guys recall, Toki City got destroyed back in Xenoverse 1, and they had to kind of rebuild. Like, this Kantan City is basically a rebuilt version on top of Toki City. I mean, at least the remains of it, right? Kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's type of shit, right? This is kind of, it's getting crazy, right? The Xenoverse 2 story, it gets pretty insane, and that's what's most exciting about this, is just to, like, see, like, what the hell actually happened? Like, who destroyed this? Was it Few? Was it an ultra super villain influenced character by Few, right? Few's currently in his villain arc, or like the beginnings of it, right? At the very end of Chapter 2, he's starting to get a lot more malicious, right? He's before, I mean, it wasn't that he had like a lot of concern for others. He just kind of, it was his own neutral party. He did his own thing. But he's starting to just not really give a fuck about anybody. Like, he's like, hey, if this guy fucking dies, he dies. Like, he doesn't care anymore, right? And I love it, right? I love this shit, right? He's really starting to just not, you know, care. His goals are more important than anything. And that's to develop this super villain stuff. And I think it's just more of the influence of the ultra super villain power. It's starting to get to him, right? So I asked you guys on Twitter here. We got a lot of cool responses. What do you think Xenoverse 2 DLC 20 Future Saga Chapter 3 will be about? What characters you want to see? Let's talk about it, right? So, some of the responses. This is probably my favorite one from Crystal here in terms of characters, right? They said, I thoroughly believe we're going to get the wrathful Broly and ultra super villain Golden Frieza. It just feels right for Few to mess with that era of time again with his new power. Maybe it's Broly or Cell Max as a surprise that causes the destruction of Kantan City. I think that's pretty fitting. I like what she said. She had a lot of good points with it just because these are two characters that could use some work. You know what I mean? Wrathful Broly would be a newer, you know, updated modern version of the DBS full power Broly that we got. As you guys recall, we recently did get the Z Broly update. With the restraint Broly or whatever, and he's one of the best DLC characters and just one of the best characters we've got in the game. That's definitely worth your money, okay? A character that can transform, right? Really amazing animations for Xenoverse 2 standards, like, they cooked, right? And not only that, the moveset and skill set actually do change upon a transformation. It's like a Sparking Zero character. I know that's like the bare minimum, but for a game like Xenoverse 2 where that doesn't happen, it's really cool and impressive to see them actually, you know, finally fucking do it, right? So, give me something like that, a similar thing for Wrathful Broly, who already has assets and stuff from the Breakers, right? It's a pretty easy thing for them to pull off, and Broly is very outdated, y'all, right? This is a character from 2018 that wasn't really doing a whole lot special in terms of what they did for DLC, and not that it was rushed, but they tried to meet the release at the same time, like a simultaneous release as the movie, right? That's why Gogeta Blue and I guess Full Power Broly, they were just kind of like, you know, they're cool, but it was really off the hype factor of the characters alone that kind of carried them, right? Their actual attacks were nothing really that special. You had Broly does a Mouth Blast, which still is one of the best moves in the game, right? His fucking gigantic roar. And then Gogeta's God Punisher, I mean, again, it wasn't anything like, oh my god, this is the craziest attack I've ever seen. Like, it was not like a special beam beast cannon where Gohan's bang is like flowing and shit. Like, it was nothing crazy like that, you know what I mean? So I like the idea of that, and Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza is a big thing, just because Golden Frieza, again, very old character, a character from Xenoverse 1's DLC, right? Like, he needs some updates. Like, he's a cool character. I love Emperor's Death Beam. It literally is my favorite move to use in the game, just because it's great for raids, right? But other than that, I mean, like, he could use a a Planet Breaker skill, right? There's a lot of stuff that Legends has adapted from the movie, and even like the anime in a sense, right? So there could be a lot of cool stuff there. And yeah, I feel like Broly's just like a great character to destroy a city, but there's so many factors, so many other characters that could do it, right? So shout out to my boy Levi. Love this dude. Destroyed City, Future Saga. We need Rage Trunks finally. I have to agree with him. Trunks, again, has Trunks received a single DLC variant? Gohan has gotten one. Vegeta has gotten several, right? I mean, Gohan has gotten several. He's gotten at least a couple. And then Goku's got like 1 million of them, right? With how popular and major Trunks is as a character, I think his Rage form could easily be something that they could just pump out like easy, super easy, right? And I mean, his DBS version is cool. He's got the Sword of Hope, so he has had updates, right? He has stuff, right? But Rage Trunks specifically would be a cool DLC, and they're no stranger to going back and forward and back in terms of the timeline with stuff and redoing characters. They've done it many times before. So yes, as somebody who loves Trunks, Trunks is my favorite character. Despite what people think, I do really like Rage Trunks as a transformation type of thing or whatever. So yeah, he would be cool as fuck. I would be buying that shit. Time travel. So shout out to my boy Latos here. Says, jokes aside, I could definitely see us fighting some more Ultra Super Villain characters. I'm not even going to make the effort to predict which ones though. Yeah, they just, at this point, they could just throw a dart and be like, all right, let's get this character to be an Ultra Super Villain. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? Slowly watch Few become more corrupted by the Dark Key, becoming more like Demigra, until he crashes out and destroys Kanton. And then maybe we'll see a new form, a Few. Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of people have been asking for. Few needs some new form, right? Like, that would be... He's a character, again, 2018 release. Awesome character. Very good skills and stuff. But, like, they have so much flexibility. They could give him so many new things, right? There's so many things about this character that could be updated and have unique stuff that doesn't need an anime or, material based off of something. He's a game original character, so you can do some cool stuff. Shout out to my boy Shonen Games. A story mode that involves King Cold's chair scene. All right, so shout out to my boy Genic. Love his takes. Been wanting, once again, Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza or an Ultra Super Villain Buhan from the start. Also, Fury, Broly, and Bergamo would be fire. So Bergamo's another one that has, been a character that a lot of us have wanted for a very long time. I voted for him in the Kanton hero vote. We didn't get him. Right, we got pretty much so far everyone but him, because recently in Future Saga Chapter 1, we did get the Tracksuit 18 who was in the hero vote that never made it in. So Bergamo's left over, right? So 100% guaranteed, I have, without a shadow of a doubt, okay, I can say with conviction that we will be getting Bergamo at some point, right? I think with Future Saga, it would make sense. They could throw him in there and incorporate him into the story. I also hope the destruction of Kanton City won't just be them baiting us like with Legendary Pack 2's trailer, having Trunks being shot by Frieza, but it ended up being one of Bardock's visions. That would be so fucking ass, bro. I would be pissed. I want there to be some crazy shit happening in this DLC. Like, make me invested in this story. I am invested. I definitely am, right? I will have to say, the thing that really saved Future Saga Chapter 2, I did enjoy the story. I really did. It just, I don't know, at the time when it released, after playing Sparking Zero and everything, like, I don't know, the Xenoverse 2, like, direction was weird. but it was mainly the ultra supervillain influence with Few becoming more of a bad guy that has me hooked and excited for this DLC, okay? With, I know this is just random, but I love seeing a character descend into being a villain. I don't know what it is about it. It's just a very interesting storytelling aspect and just like a character arc in general for me. You know, we've seen a character go from good to bad, you know, stay neutral or just stay as a good character, right? We've seen that many times before. Maybe have some rage out moments. Love that shit. I think it stems from me loving rage out moments, okay? Not necessarily crashing out, but like just getting pissed off after a villain does some bullshit, right? Like, I want to see the good guy just fucking lose it, right? I love that shit, okay? So whenever I see a character become bad, I don't know why, it's just so interesting to me. I love that shit. So when we get something like this in a video game, I'm hooked on it. Like, I love it. I need to see more, right? So hopefully that ends up being the case, right? So, can I go back here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, moving on here. Nuigi, shout out to my boy. It's kind of tough to say now with how little we have, having nothing to base. Yeah, that's another thing. We don't have anything. We don't know anything other than Conton City getting destroyed. Okay, I cannot tell you what characters, right? We can just like have like predictions in terms of hopes and wishes, right? More like a wish list, but there's not like a, okay, so this has hinted at, like, you know, with Dragon Ball Legends, they always do like hints and shit for like the next character coming, right? We have no idea what the hell's happening with this one, right? Every single DLC has had ultra super villain characters, so we know for a fact at least that will be a thing, but we don't know who. I do think the DLC might end up with the giant crater event happening, leaving it on a cliffhanger till Chapter 4. Maybe if you gets a new form, or maybe they'll do something crazy and make a new guy, right? Yeah, Xenoverse 2's got a lot of potential for what they could be doing, right? I feel the ultra super villain will be Frieza, probably Golden. Yeah, again, people think Frieza is a good choice, specifically Golden Frieza, because he needs some updates. But either fake lose to follow us to Conton City, or jump Few, jump his ass, and force him to bring him to an alternate timeline to conquer, but Few brings Frieza to Conton City to get taken out by the Time Patrol. Shouts to my boy Xeno Coffee. Judging by leaks, there's got to be some Buu Saga relation, specifically because Spopovich's costume was leaked as a paid DLC item, leading me to believe in the upcoming story that someone will lure Ultra Supervillain Buu to Conton City, where he will use his Planet Buster and destroy this area. Excellent idea, okay? Now, I can't really say that Spopovich's costume equates to what the story will be about. It could just be a random throw-in as like a Breakers collab shit or whatever, even though they're not really doing that anymore. I don't know. We'll have to see. But if we're basing it off of leaks, right, this is a pretty good idea in my opinion, right? We have kind of touched upon the Buu story in terms of a cinematic cutscene via the DLC. We had Ultra Instinct Goku fuck him up. But it was kind of just the Kid Buu stuff, right? We had Vegeta fighting Buuhan in the, what was it? The extra pack? Yeah. DLC 8, I believe. No. DLC 6, my bad. So many. It's hard to keep track. This is DLC 6, all right? Probably one of the best, if not the best DLC to ever release, just because of how much content. So we had a couple of cutscenes here and there, but like an actual full Buu Saga cinematic cutscene type of thing, we haven't really gotten like a full Buu Saga type of deal, right? So what if they do Ultra Super Villain Fat Buu, maybe? I think more people would want an Ultra Super Villain Kid Buu, right? And it doesn't have to touch upon that story. It could just be something similar. Spopovich could be a DLC character. He's not in the game. He's in a lot of other games, right? I mean, okay, I don't want to say a lot. He's not really a character that is playable too often, but he's in Sparking Zero. Is he in Legends? I don't even know. He's in Breakers, right? I don't think he's in Legends. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's potential there, right? So I like the idea that the Planet Buster attack is perfect for destruction. So, you know, like, there's so many characters that could destroy Conton, right? I want Rage Broly. Yes. My boy Milk wants him. Let's moving on here. I think those are pretty much pretty good ideas. Obviously, everybody wants Shallot. That would be amazing. TOP Android 18 from the votes, or Bergamo. Yeah. What the fuck? Did bro really just make an ultra super villain Devilman? We don't even have Devilman in Sparking Zero. The fuck? So yeah, let's go on some responses from YouTube as well. Here is a character list. DBS Broly, Majin 21. That's another thing that we've been asking for, right? So another character. Bergamo, Shallot. Story missions, obviously, we'll be getting. Awoken skills. Yeah, everybody wants Awoken skills, right? That's pretty obvious. Yeah, so Awoken skills, Super Saiyan 4 in the Xeno outfits. Super Saiyan 4 Daima Awoken skill. SSJ 3 Daima Awoken skill. Power Awakening. These are all Awoken skills. Here we go. Characters. Gohan. Okay, so once again, Ultra Super Villain Gohan, Absorbed Buu, or Buu-Han. We'll just call him Buu-Han. Golden Frieza USV. Super Broly, Wrathful State that can transform. In the Super Saiyan, Kakunza, Rosie, Makarita, Ultra Super Villain, Ribrianne. That would be so fucking crazy. We do not need this. We do not need this, y'all. We do not want this. Nobody even wants this. Tyrese, you don't want this, bro. Brother, you do not want this. I'm joking. You know, more power to anybody that likes this character, but I feel like Ribrianne is so well done. There's no reason to do anything else with her, right? I think her, as her character, is great. Her attacks are immaculate. They have great animations. She's got the most diverse skill set of any character in this game. Android 21 Pink. Is that what we're calling her? Pink 21? I don't know about that. GT Goten. Yes, dude. Yes. We're never getting him. We're never getting him in Xenoverse. But I would love him. Sparking Zero, maybe. Dragon Ball Legends, it's happening. I feel it. Yeah, everybody just kind of has the same ideas for what they want to see. A Kanton City Destroyed map would be awesome. Just having Kanton City playable as a map would be amazing. But you know Dragon Ball games, they hate their maps, right? They just are allergic to it. Stages that I would want, Bulma's cruise ship. Okay. Planet M2, Desert City. And Beerus's Planet. Yeah, that's another one that we would like. Shallot, Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza, Ultra Super Villain Few, and a Rose Awoken skill would be peak. Okay. Yeah, everybody, I would say the top 3 characters people were wanting. Fury Broly, that can go Super Saiyan, obviously. Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza. And Bergamo. Honestly, they could drop those 3 characters and that be it. And I would be pretty happy with Chapter 3. Give us a good story. These characters do not have to relate in any way. All right? Characters can just be thrown into a story. Sometimes that they do, right? Sometimes they do. I think Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza and Fury Broly can have a good connection, right? They have interactions in the movie, in a sense, right? So there could be something there, right? Bergamo, have his ass in there just because we want him. And they don't even have to have him into the story mode. I would prefer it, right? But remember, Dispo in the Buu Saga. Why the fuck was Dispo in the Buu Saga and they made a whole ass cutscene for it? I'm not complaining though. I loved it. It was awesome, right? My name's Dispo. Like what? It was sick. So yeah, I think all of that would be really, really cool. I think these 3 are probably my top 3 I would pick. Yes, I want Android 21 and Shallot, but right now I'm like, I don't even know if they would do it. These are characters that are at least, you know, high contenders and a lot of people want, right? So you guys let me know down in the comments what you want to see for Future Saga Chapter 3. I am very, very excited for this one. I think there's a good chance that it should be dropping sometime probably in the fall. We could get a teaser anywhere from today until, you know, fall, right? I believe late September or early October is when we got our first major teaser, like actual footage and shit for Chapter 2. So, I mean, hey, anytime then, right? We're definitely starting to get into the promotional range for Chapter 3. Now that the festival's finally fucking over, thank God. They made it a lot shorter this time around. So we got content to look forward to. At least 2 more chapters, right? Like, that's crazy. Like, I do like that they did the Daima pack in between. hold this over a little bit, right? As they cook for Chapter 3. Because they still could be having separate teams probably working on Chapter 3 as well. Like, who knows, right? I'll see you guys next time. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, guys. I would appreciate it if we could get over 1,000 likes on this video. It shows that you guys enjoyed the video. You want to keep on seeing more. Thanks again. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.